She was on the Knicks podcast. It was like Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. She was just like, if me and you play Josh Hart, who gonna win the game? He said, me? She's like 11-7. He's like, me 11, right? It's really gonna beat your ass. It's like, yeah. She's not beating in the G League.
Where's the lie? Reality pisses idiots off.
Going up against the best players in the world, and it's a tiny bit disrespectful to say that you're as good as...
But I want to be the best person. I want to be the best teammate. It's really, really hard. And I don't even know what I'm going.
They crossed the line of being disrespectful, but they talked a lot of trash and they got humbled. And I think that
Jeff Teague recently made waves in the basketball community with strong comments targeting A.A. Wilson, while offering high praise for Caitlin Clark's impressive accomplishments.
Don't think about Caitlin too, because regardless of the scrutiny they put on her name, every time she's came out and spoken publicly, she said, hey, I'm good, but we need to push the league. And like you said, she did a lot of vocal stuff that helped a lot of black women in the process, man.
She has certainly always had a level of respect and reverence for the pioneers that came before her.
In all of the sellouts, Caitlin asked the WNBA if they would pay spot bonuses to the away team players. She said, wow, we're making all this new revenue, and I would like the away team to benefit from that. Could they get a spot bonus?
Teague didn't hold back in criticizing Wilson for her excessive arrogance and lack of respect, while he lauded Clark for her unparalleled dedication, strong work ethic, and remarkable achievements.
Tuning into her, how she's going to transform what is happening in the WNBA, and the WNBA needs to embrace her more because she's going to get them women paid.
A.A. Wilson, previously admired for her skills, has now become the focal point of controversy after suggesting that white players like Caitlin Clark have an easier path, a claim that Clark vehemently denied.
Every single thing that's happened to me over the course of my career, I know there's been so many amazing black women that have been in this league, and continuing to uplift them I think is very important, and that's something I'm very aware of. And like I said, I try to just be real and authentic and, share my truth, and I think that's very easy for me. I'm very comfortable in my own skin, and that's kind of been how it is my entire life.
It's clear that every accolade Clark has received is a testament to her relentless effort, not privilege, underscoring the widening rift between her and Wilson.
Just became the all-time scoring leader. I'm curious, where would you rank her?
Ooh. A'ja Wilson thinks that Caitlin Clark is only popular because she's white.
No one cares what skin color you are. When it's not going well for you, claim racism. We understand. And frankly,
Caitlin Clark's remarkable stats, humble demeanor, and game-enhancing abilities stand in stark contrast to A.I. Wilson's controversial comments and defensive justifications.
That a lot of people have with Caitlin Clark fans and supporters. They don't buy into it. You hate it when they're here. You don't like their presence. Oh my God, look at what they're doing. They're so awful. Then when they leave, the Caitlin flight, oh my God, I can't...
Could this signal the fall of A.A. Wilson's reputation? Stay with us as we delve into the controversy, showcase Caitlin Clark's brilliance, and uncover why Jeff Teague's comments basketball world in shock.
Age reminds me a lot of you. It's not really about me. And she knows how her privilege has gotten her to that point. And also, she's good at basketball. But, she understands her privilege and pushes her over the top, in a sense. It reminds me a lot of you. And I think...
A.A. Wilson's status as a top WNBA player has been overshadowed by controversial statements, including accusations of racial privilege, alleging that white players like Caitlin Clark benefit from unfair advantages in basketball.
Had this to say. She said, as much as they're a team, they're not a team. They're really good individual players, but they don't care about...
While A.A. Wilson's on-court talent is undeniable, her off-court comments have sparked significant backlash, causing fans and analysts to question her sportsmanship. Her controversial remarks frequently downplay the achievements of others, shifting attention away from the game itself.
Teammates so much that I will take any hit from them. Good, bad, ugly. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to try to be the best. I get y'all saying best player in the world. That's great. It looks great.
I think it's a huge thing. I think a lot of people say it's not about black and white, but to me, it is. It's really because you can be the top notch at what you do as a black woman, but maybe there's something that people don't want to.
Instead of uplifting women's basketball, Wilson's statements often create unnecessary divides, undermining the progress the sport has made in fostering unity.
5 MVP odds for the WNBA are out. A'ja Wilson, the favorite, at plus 195. Caitlin Clark, second, at plus 220.
The turning point came when A.A. Wilson asserted that she could defeat NBA players like Josh Hart, a claim that Jeff Teague publicly mocked. asserting she wouldn't even dominate against high school talent. His vile remarks embarrassed Wilson and ignited a debate over her credibility.
Score if you and Josh play 1-on-1 to 11, your ball first.
Score would be 8-11. Me.
7.
I'm not saying I'm gonna go scoreless, but 8-11, I feel like it's pretty solid.
She just can't accept the fact that she will get cooked.
Josh Hart's kind of like, are you kidding me right now? You really just said you would be.
Wilson's tendency to deflect blame and adopt a victim mentality stands in stark contrast to Caitlin Clark's humility and professionalism. While Wilson engages in talk, Clark lets her performance do the talking, solidifying her status as a true role model.
Delusional here, and also like maybe the slightest bit disrespectful. And Jeff Teague goes on here and basically says A'ja is not beating anyone, not even in college, not in the NBA, not in G League. If you know sports at all, and if you can truly just be honest.
Caitlin Clark has risen as a basketball star not only for her extraordinary skills, but also for her unwavering work ethic and humility. From setting records to stepping up in pivotal moments, she consistently demonstrates that hard work outshines entitlement.
Smack it.
3 for 17 is you need to talk about it.
We don't see it so much after a team beats another team. We also don't hear it that much.
Clark recently shattered the WNBA rookie scoring record, surpassing legends like Simone Augustus. Her incredible ability to perform under pressure has earned her widespread admiration from fans, analysts, and even fellow competitors.
Named AP Female Athlete of the Year following her impact on women's sports. Caitlin Clark raised the profile of women's basketball to unprecedented levels in both the college ranks and the WNBA, and Tuesday she was named the AP Female Athlete of the Year for her impact on and off the court. Clark is only the 4th women's basketball player to be honored as the Female Athlete of the Year since it was first presented in 1931, joining Cheryl Swoops, Rebecca Lobo, and Candace Parker. The impact and just success that she has had this year is in a scenario that we haven't seen happen, and I feel like that would be all over the headlines, and it also creates a target on your back when you say things like that.
The biggest reason that she's popular is it's the Steph Curry syndrome. She looks a lot like the girl who's out shooting hoops next door, and she plays like we are all.
I want to be the best teammate because that's how I get the best out of my team. So when it comes to wins, losses, when I tell you I break this game down piece by piece because I want to be great for you guys, no offense, but I want to be great for my team. I want to be great for this franchise.
In overall popularity, does her race play a factor? Nominal. Women's basketball has had a cornucopia of talented white and black women's basketball players. Elena Delle Donne is white, is she not? Sue Bird, white, is she not? A'ja Wilson's black. Cynthia Cooper, black. Like, you can go back through, and it's actually a lot more. There's gay and there's straight. There's black and there's white.
Was on a podcast, so let's hear what she had to say.
NBA players, you are convinced you can beat one-on-one?
No.
Not one?
Not even someone from the bench. You have to understand, if we're doing like shooting workouts, skill workouts, I'm very confident in anyone that you put in front of me that I can compete. Just sheer size, athleticism, that's the problem. Yeah. Maybe I can score, but like, who am I going to defend? These guards, these point guards are like...
Not had a proactive approach around toxic fandom and what's appropriate for, or something that she celebrates or likes to see in her fan base, or being proactive against any type of hateful discourse around WNBA and its players.
She is mad, Rose Golden-Wude is mad that Caitlin Clark has not gone out of her way during her rookie season when she's ultra focused on basketball to focus on race relations in the WNBA, to focus on racial tensions, which Caitlin Clark has nothing to do with.
One of the more interesting aspects of this fanhood is that some of the biggest supporters of Caitlin Clark are not white. They're actually black.
They have some of the biggest egos in the world, and rightfully so when it comes to their sport, because they have worked really hard to get to that place and they have beat out so many people along the way. I am in agreement that I think he would beat her going up against the best players in the world, and it's a tiny